Hey guys, how's it going? Celtic Reviews, and I'm here with another review for the newly released film The Little Things. It's currently in theaters right now and is on HBO Max. So if you have an HBO Max subscription, you can watch it immediately. And you go to your theater to watch it. And here's the thing. Was really excited for this movie. After the disappointment of Wonder Woman 84, I was really hoping for a home run from Warner Brothers with this specific movie, and I'm hoping they do well with the other films that are coming the same day streaming on HBO Max. Did this movie do well? Did this movie, surprise me and was it exceptional, or did this movie disappoint me? We're going to get it all into that with this review. Now, you know how I do my reviews. I go over the pros, I go over the cons, but first I want to tell you guys a little bit about the story. So a former detective and a current detective are working together, join forces to solve a string of murders in 90s LA. That's all you need to know, because if I tell you any more, I don't. I feel like I would spoil it, and I don't want to spoil this movie for you guys in case you do want to watch it. So we're gonna go over pros, go over cons, and I'm gonna tell you guys if it's worth your watch. So, the little things, the pros, the acting. Yeah, see, this is what you get when you get three Oscar-winning actors. All three of them, not just 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3. No, all three of them do a fucking great job in terms of their acting. Holy shit, did I believe Jared Leto was fucking insane in this movie. He did a great job playing this psychotic serial killer. So did Denzel Washington did a great job in this movie as well. Like, I will say, anytime Denzel was on the screen, you were instantly glued. You were hypnotized. He was that fucking good. Denzel Washington knocked it out of the park. Here's the thing: I'm not even a big fan of Denzel Washington and Jared Leto, but they were two of my favorite actors in this film. Rami Malek does a good job, but I feel like they kind of pushed Rami Malek into the background. Whatever screen time they did give Rami Malek, he was exceptional in. But Jesus, with Jared Leto and Denzel, they just steal the scenery, dude. They steal it, and this is what you get when you put three Oscar-winning actors in a film together. Like I said, Rami Malek did feel like he was kind of in the background a bit, but like I said, the times he was on there, he absolutely killed it, and I love the acting. So that's a huge pro for me. Another huge pro for me is the camera work, the cinematography. If you don't know me, cinematography is important to a film. That's why I always put in my reviews. It's very important because cinematography is going to determine how you view a film. Because if it's sloppy camera work but a great film, it's going to be distracting, right? But if it's great camera work and a bad film, that could be like the best thing about that bad film because it looks great. And this film has exceptional camera work. This movie is great to look at in terms of its technical ability with the camera. Like, it just has clean camera work. I didn't feel like I was distracted by anything. I was glued in because of how smooth and clean the camera work was. Whoever they did to do, whoever was the director of photography for this movie, he deserves a fucking Oscar or something because he did a phenomenal job with that in this movie. It's nothing that's going to blow you away. It's not no A24 killing of a sacred deer type camera work, but it's great enough to not have you distracted by anything. It's great. It's phenomenal. Another pro I will say for this film in particular is going to be the setting. This movie's set in 90s LA, and no, I love it when movies do that. They set movies in the past decade, and if they do a good job of it, it's phenomenal. And this movie does a great job of it. I would say it's like to a lesser extent of Stranger Things because I love the way Stranger Things has their show set in the 80s. But what I love more about this movie is that they didn't throw it at your face that this was the 1990s. There was a few, like, hey, 90s flip phone and all that here and there, but, it did it minimal, but you still knew it was set in the 90s. And that's really hard to do, but they did a great job of it. And you got to give the director and the writer credit on that. But unfortunately, this is where the positives end. The major negative, and I would say the only negative, well, the two major negatives that I have with this film is the story and the writing. And they're not horrible. These are mixed bags. There's no really big negatives of this movie. It's just the mixed bag section. But it's such a huge mixed bag that it kind of disappointed me. This movie did disappoint me a bit in terms of the story and the writing. So this kind of lumped it together in one. I felt that the story wasn't fully fleshed out. They didn't go all the way with it. They didn't, I didn't really, I saw all the quote unquote twists coming because it's not that well written. The characters are extraordinarily well written, but the story isn't, and that's not a good thing for a movie like this. This is a murder mystery, but there was barely a mystery to it. And that's a bad thing when it comes to a murder mystery film. Is it a bad film? Fuck no. This movie is still good, but it's not excellent like I wanted it to be. And that's because the story fell very, very short to what I was expecting and what I was, looking forward to with the way they were promoting this film. The writing felt very underdeveloped as well. The writing felt like they just turned in a first draft of a script. I felt like this movie was delayed a little bit more and they wrote another draft of the script. This movie, the story and all that would have been phenomenal, but it just feels very undercooked. And unfortunately, that brings the score down a lot due to the fact that this is a murder mystery film. So, do I think The Little Things is worth your watch time? Yes, I do think it's a good film. Do I think it's shitty? No, but do I think it's excellent like I wanted it to be? No. It's just good. It's just a good film. And because of that, I want to have to give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's slightly above average. It's a slightly above average film. It's a good film. Maybe it will change when I do my second viewing of The Little Things. But unfortunately, I felt very let down on the film. Not enough to give it like an okay rating or a shit rating, but enough to say, that was a good movie. But that's not, I wanted it to be an excellent film with all of these actors in it. But anyways, guys, that's my review of The Little Things. Did you enjoy the review? Did you guys enjoy the movie? Did you hate the movie? Did you think the movie was just okay? Let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, hell, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be seeing you guys in another review soon. Take care, guys.